Hi guys, this is Patricia from Yarnycat Crochet, and this is a What's in My Cup, What's on My Hook, What's on My Mind episode. I will label what number that is as soon as I get to the editing because I forgot to look, but it might be episode 18. I am not sure. It's either 18 or 19. But anyway, what's in my cup today is August Uncommon's Dolomite. It's an almond jasmine green tea. I have reviewed it before, but I didn't buy any more yet, so I don't have anything new to show you this week. But it says it tastes like raw honey, jasmine, sweet almond, cut grass, and honeysuckle, and it feels like Fantasia on a theme. I just love their marketing people. It says the hypnotic scent of this tea evokes the precious stone dolomite. Its sparkling dark honey aroma is embedded in gleaming white flowers. As you drink, the initial sweet aroma quickly gives way to bright notes of honeysuckle, gardenia, and jasmine. The floral bouquet interweaves with notes of almond and freshly cut grass. It bends and shines like a flirtatious trellis. It's just really cool. But anyway, all joking aside, and I wasn't joking, I really think their marketing people are cool. But their tea, for the price, for the quality of what you get, and that it's made in smaller batches like artisanal teas is what I would consider as an artisanal tea. And they're awesome. And this tea in particular, now this is not a medical, should not be taken as medical advice. Don't. But it is known in the people who use herbs and stuff to heal their body. It's known that jasmine has a calming effect. And I just know, for me personally, that it does help me calm down. So I don't know if it's a placebo effect because I know about jasmine or whatever, but I just know that if I want to chill out, this is a good tea for that. And they're out of California, and they just really know how to make tea. And they have a lot of different flavors, and I'm not sponsored, so you can believe what I'm saying. I will probably never get sponsored, but oh, that glorious day. But anyway, and I've got it in my cup that says, touch my coffee and I'll slap you so hard even Google won't be able to find you. And I didn't know, but it's printed on both sides. I've been using this cup for a while now, several months, and I did not realize it was printed on both sides. That ought to tell you how observant that I am. Maybe you shouldn't believe anything I have to say. But you can believe me on this tea. And the smell, I mean, it's just like going past a field of jasmine, and I just love it. It's funny because I don't like jasmine perfume. I feel like it's too strong, but the tea is just awesome. And if you hold your face over the cup, you can get that steam benefit, glowing skin. And it just smells wonderful. And the taste is awesome. I don't need anything in it. I can drink it without sweetener or anything. I just love the taste. I think it has something to do with the almond added with it. It just gives it just enough for me. So anyway, you should go on over there and get you some if you want to try it. I like the 14 cup bags. They last me more than 14 cups because I don't use the prescribed amount for my tea. I use a little less and it lasts longer, and they're so quality, you really don't need a ton of it. So I think 14 cups is just what they recommend that it serves, I guess, what normal people use for their tea. But anyway, and if you get two 14 cup bags, so there's a 24 cup tin. And if you want the tin, that's great because you're paying for the tin. If you want a decorative tin, I have one. Maybe next time I'll show it. It has some chai tea and coffee mix tea, and it's called Dirty Chai, and it's really good too. And I got it in a tin, and it's 24 cups. But since I'm not really collecting the tins, I get 2 14 cup bags, and so that's 28 cups instead of 24. So I feel like it's the better deal if you're not collecting the tins. The tins are nice, but this is the best deal for me. And if you watch for sales, sometimes you can get, well, I think your first purchase might be 20% off, but if you watch for sales, you can, like right now there's a President's Day sale going on, and that's 20%. I don't know if it will be at the time of the release of this video, but as I'm talking to you, there's a President's Day sale. So those are good times to stock up on the teas you want. But you don't want to stock up too much because you want your tea fresh, and it's always fresh when you get it, which is also what I really like. Because when you open that bag for the first time, it's just like the smell. It's like, I know you can't smell it, but it's just awesome. I mean, you could put this in like a potpourri thing and just, sit it. I mean, I don't recommend that. It would be very expensive potpourri. But because you can get the benefits of drinking it, it's way better than just smelling it in the package. And you can smell it in the package every time you make it. So if you want it for potpourri, go ahead. But I don't recommend that. But I feel like the price, even without the sales, is very comparative to someone who has a good tea that's not overpricing them. I feel like the price for the quality is excellent. And then even doubly if you have the sales. So, it's awesome. I had to cut the film, so that's why you're noticing a different, but I got a phone call, so I had to answer it. But anyway, okay, that's what's in my cup. I got sidetracked because of the phone call. So what's on my hook? Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little story about my taxes. Let me get all these things up here. So I did my taxes the other day, and it was yesterday, I think. But anyway, and we owe. I mean, it's crazy. So I got pretty stressed out, so I crocheted. And I crocheted a lot. And the very fact that I can still talk to you today is a miracle within itself, because if I crochet for several hours at a time, I'm usually out a week. So God just must have known I needed to crochet because for the stress relief. I'm telling you what, taxes are crazy. I don't know how taxes work in other countries, but ours are been outrageous. And but anyway, I did it myself online. The first time I ever did that. But H&R Block had a really good app that you could use. And if you pay, you can do it for free, but if you pay a little bit more, they have this app that goes through and makes sure that you've dotted your I's and crossed your T's, and So I did that, but I paid about $200 less than what I would have if I'd have took it to the tax preparer. So, because we can't afford that, especially since now we owe about $900, and it's crazy. We're getting a little bit back from the state taxes because we have federal and state. And so what I get back from the state's going on the federal, and then I have to make payment plan on the rest of it because we don't have money, But anyway, so I had to crochet. I had to do some crochet therapy. And this is our little guy right here. I forgot what I called him. But anyway, he's so cute. He's a little purple mushroom with a woodsy colored stem. And then I put little 8mm eyes in there, and his is green. Isn't that pretty? The other ones just had black eyes. I made a lot. But anyway, I crocheted little chain holder there and put a lobster claw clip with one of those keychain rings on there. And you could clip other things on there, but, or you could clip your keys on it. But what I keep dropping everything. What I was thinking was like little backpack buddies. Let me find his little, and then they're all different too. So like my son said, you could collect a bunch of different ones. Oh, so what prompted me to do all this crocheting is like, I need to start making something because I'm going to need to pay this tax bill. But anyway, let me put him down since I already showed you him. So I'm having trouble holding all these things. So anyway, I made 2 more. He's in his bag, but they're all cute and different. Well, you know what? I will open. This is, here, I'll open this one. So all their stems are a little different. Their caps are a little different. There's no pattern. Please don't ask me to do a tutorial. I'm not going to. Just to be honest with you and upfront. I'm still, because I promised the Chickapee tutorial, I'm still going to make it as soon as I get a flat second, because I'm really busy trying to get ready for the fair, but ain't cute? They're just all a little different. The stems are all a little different, mainly because I wasn't following a pattern, mainly because I was stressed. So I was crocheting to release the stress, and I just really didn't care. I was just crocheting mushrooms. And why mushrooms? Because I looked at it and I thought that would be a cool mushroom top. And then I just made, you know, more. So I made 3 of these little guys. So where's the other one? So yeah, 3 of those guys. And I put some chains on the little, let me get you one out. I put some hooks on the little octopi I made the other day. So now they're ready for market. They got the little lobster clips. So I'm going to make more of those. Probably a couple more of the mushrooms. I'd like to have like 10 of each just to start with. My first booth is not going to be the hugest booth. So anyway, and then there is 7 of these squares. I'm going to show them all to you, but I'd like to talk about this one. So I was working on this square, and I was playing Yarn Chicken with the last amount. Now, keep in mind, these are a little warpy. I have to put them on the board. So, you know, don't judge me. But anyway, check this out. I was playing Yarn Chicken, and there's 1 stitch to go, and I don't have enough. Worst game of Yarn Chicken ever. But I think if I pull it back all the way and restart this row and just tighten it up a little bit, I can fudge it. But, so I have that one. And look at the colors, man. The colors are just really awesome together. And I have these ones here. I think I have 7. Don't want to drop that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the one I already showed you is 7. But check out how these are working up. The colors are just pretty awesome. I think that's the back. No, that's not the back of that one. And I just love how that is the back of that one, I think. There's the front. I love how it's working up. And this one, they're 7.5 by 7.5 inches. And how I know that is, first, let me put these back. So there's 7 of these, 7.5 by 7.5, 777. Somebody needs to play the numbers. I did not plan that. I didn't even know before I filmed this that was going to be a thing. That is pretty decent. But anyway, I like it when numbers work out. Well, I'm a believe in Jesus person, but you know, if you believe in the numbers. But anyway, I don't gamble. Let me get these in here. Yeah, I like to keep my money and spend it on things rather than spend my money on something and hope that I can win money to spend on things. If you just save up your money. Hold on, you guys. I should not have done this on camera, but now I'm committed. Just get it in there. Ah, just a few more seconds, I promise. Okay, it's in there enough where I don't have to worry about it getting dusty or anything. So I made 3 mushrooms and 7 squares. I was just, you know. But anyway, I used this hook, and it is tiny. Yes, I know. It's a 3.75 millimeter. It says it's an F, and it's a boy hook, and it is not ergonomic. I did this with a not ergonomic hook. I made 7 squares and 3 mushrooms. Actually, I think the mushrooms were with a different hook because it was, you know, that thick blanket yarn, of which I never liked before. But for these backpack keychain things, I think I like it for that. So yeah, I got used to it. But anyway, yeah, I did all those squares though, 7 squares with this tiny hook, and I'm still okay. You can see where rheumatoid is just really, you know, taking hold on my hands. But yeah, normally if I crochet, you know, for any length of time at all, more than 20 minutes, and I'm hurting for certain. But anyway, so I survived it. I just needed some yarn therapy. I mean, this, okay, by the way, we have now entered into the what's on my mind. And I needed yarn therapy pretty bad. I mean, I'm really thinking about these taxes and how we're going to get them paid by April the 18th without having any penalties. Because if you don't pay by April the 18th, you have to pay interest and penalties, and, you know, and I'm on, I get a monthly check, and my husband, he has a good job. But with, you know, one medicine here, one medicine there, you know, occasionally having to get medical equipment, it's just, you know, it takes its toll. So I thought, well, I really need to get this booth done, which is what's on my mind. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get a bunch of backpack buddies or keychains, whatever you want to call them, made up for the smaller sales. These squares that I just showed you are going to be a lap blanket. I'm thinking about doing it because 4 of them together is about yay wide. I didn't do the measurements on that, but if we 7.5 times 4, which I think 7 times 4 is 28, I think. So it'd be 30 inches wide and 5 long, I think. And then was 5 squares long, I think. I mean, if it's not long enough, I'll add more squares. But then I'm going to do a round. I'm going to use a color to sew them together, a different color, maybe that hot pink right there or something. And then, you know, do a border. So it's going to be a little bit wider than that. But I'm just making a lap blanket. I'm going to sell that at the booth. And then I'm hoping to get a couple of shawls. I'm just trying to cover some bases and see what sells, you know. I mean, we live in a small town. Money is going to be different here. You have to think about that. Not a lot of extra income. These are blue collar working people in our town. I mean, there's probably a few that have a lot more money, but Basically our town's rural, so we just I don't want to overprice things, but I also don't want to underprice things and cut out my friends that also make things. You know, you got to think about the whole picture. And so I have to think about the price. Like that blanket, if I do the amount of squares that I said, I think I figured it out. It was going to be like $24 for the material. It's $25 for the material, and then however long it takes me to make it. Now I made all those squares in a day, but you know, I couldn't keep that up every day. So however long, I'm thinking a week maybe. So you know, you don't get paid by the hour, but you got to think about all those hours that were put into it. And so you don't want to undercharge, but you also don't want to overcharge because you want the sales, you know. So there's a lot to think about there. And I already have one table, but I need another table because I need like an L shape. And then I need one of those sun tent, not the whole thing, but just like the top. Not because I need shade, because there's a huge tree in the town square, so there's shade. But maybe at different parts of the day you would need the shade. But what I want it for is to hang a line so that I could put hangers for a couple of shawls out. Most of them will be, I'm going to get these clear plastic bags so you can see what's in the bag, but they're not exposed to the elements or people touching them, because, you know, if you buy a shawl, you don't want a billion people to have touched it before. But I want a couple to be out. I also want to get a couple foam head forms, and I want a board and nails in the board, and then I could just sink those head forms on there and put 2 or 3 hats out for display, because I was going to make some hats too. And you know, just a few things to snazz it up a little bit, to make people's eyes be drawn in to want to buy things. So there's a few things I have to buy, and but the booth itself is free. You don't have to pay, except for on special occasions. And even then, that's only $50, and I think that's a steal. I don't know about y'all, but I think that would be a steal, to be able to have stuff at a festival where everybody's going to be walking by, you know. So that's kind of an exciting thought. I don't know if I'll go that far. I might just do the free things for this year. And but anyway, that's not till May, so that's not even going to pay my taxes. But all the money I'm going to have to give out for my taxes is going to have to be replaced. So we need that money every month. You know, it's not going to come easy. It's almost $1,000, and we have to get that by April the 18th. So it's not very far off. So anyway, that's heavily on my mind. And while you let that sink in, I'm going to take another drink of my tea. Excuse me. Okay. A funny thing that I'm going to show you guys. So my husband, he did wonderful this year, and I'm not bragging, because normally we just really don't do anything for Valentine's Day, but he did this year. And so, you know, I'm going to talk about it. But there was a funny thing. So he got me 2 plants. One was a cactus heart, and one was I forget what it's called, but the leaves are pink and green. It's really pretty. And the pink and green plant's going to go outside. We can't plant till after Derby. It's not that they don't let you plant things till after the Kentucky Derby. We live in Indiana, but we're right on the border. It's just that's a thing around here in the Ohio Valley. You shouldn't really plant anything until after Derby, because at the time we have Derby, that's when the frosts are mostly gone. So there's no frosting early in the morning that'll kill your plants. I mean, you might, you know, there might be a stray frost that gets you sometimes, but it's usually safe to plant after Derby. And so, so that one's going outside, but my cactuses are staying inside, and I really love them. I've named them. I know, I am a geek. But I named my plants. I talked to my plants, and y'all just gonna have to get over it. It's just a thing that I do. But anyway, so I love the plants. If you didn't get that from all of that, then I can't help you. But I really, really love the plants. And he got me sugar-free chocolates that I will never, ever buy or eat again because, oh my goodness, the stomach upset that it gave me. But he didn't know that. He was buying them for me because I'm diabetic. And I really don't need any kind of sweets whatsoever. But I told him if he was going to get me any sweets a while back ago, that they have to be sugar-free, because sometimes he'd just bring me home regular chocolate and I'm like, are you trying to kill me? Because this is gonna work. But anyway, so he on his own got the sugar-free chocolates, and I thought that was very sweet of him, and they came in a heart and everything. But then he bought me this. It's a brownie pan that's like a heart, which is super, super cute, right? And I thought, oh, that's really sweet. I'll make you the brownies because I can't eat them. But I was like, oh, the pan. I love the pan, you know. So I could make pancakes in it and make the sugar-free topping for the pancakes. You know, there's stuff you can make pancakes with that's not a lot of carbs. But anyway, till I read what you got to do for this thing, and I just wanted to share it with everybody because I thought it was hilarious. But it says, before first use, preheat the oven to 350. I thought, okay, yeah, because you're gonna, that's Fahrenheit. It'd be 177 degrees Celsius. But I thought, well, you could fix and bake the brownies, right? It says, wash and dry the skillet. This is cast iron, by the way, very heavy. It says, wash and dry the skillet. Use soap and a scrub brush to completely scour it. Lightly coat the skillet inside and out with vegetable oil. Place the skillet in the oven. Let the oil bake into its surface for 2 hours. But that's not all. Remove the skillet from the oven and allow it to cool. For best results, repeat steps 3 and 4, 2 or 3 times. So if you did it 3 times, and this is repeat, so it'd be 4 times. So it'd be 2, 4, 6, 8 hours. And then you got to count the cool down time in between of prepping this pan before you make the brownies in it. I was like, this is going to be decoration. I may sometime in the future do it once, then another time when I feel like it again, do it again until I get it to where they say it needs to be for the baking. But until then, it's going to be decoration. I'm just going to use the heart pan for decoration somewhere in my kitchen, and maybe make him the brownie. And he may have thought about that and thought, oh, she'll make me the brownie. She can have the pan. But anyway, I think you could just, it's about as much, because it's not very thick if you look at it. You could also make fudge in it, though. You could use the pan for the form and make heart-shaped fudge. You know, maybe make a little fudge for the booth. I don't know. But anyway, that would take a lot. But there's enough in there, I think, to make a brownie, like a microwave brownie in a cup. You know, you get those little kits. It's probably what that is, really, as a cup mix. But anyway, I think the pan is cute. But the prep that you gotta do just to make a brownie, no, I don't think so. So anyway, okay, so this is what I want you guys to comment in the comments down below. Is we're fixing, this is a leap year, as most of you probably know, and I'm excited because anything different and new to talk about, you know, and we only get to talk about this every 4 years. Imagine the people that are born on that day. You only have a birthday every 4 years. I would stick to it too, because I am 50, and if you divided that by 4, I would be really happy. So anyway, so happy birthday. This will not be on Leap Day. I'm probably going to upload it later today. But happy birthday to all those that have their birthday on leap year. This is your year. Woo! My question to everybody is, and something I'd like you to comment in the comments down below, is what are you going to do with your extra day? We get one extra day this year. My son goes, Mom, it's just any other day. I'm like, no, we get one extra day this year. It's leap year. We get the extra day. What is your ideal extra, what are you going to do with that extra day? What would you like to do? Because it's the day you get that you don't normally have, so it's extra time. Are you going to do extra projects? Are you going to spring clean? Are you going to spend that day, that extra day you're given outside? Let me know in the comments below what your ideal extra day would be like, and I'll tell you mine. I would love to go somewhere like a park or the lake, or just somewhere, and if it's a good enough day, obviously, but and crochet or knit outside. I would love to do that for a couple hours, and then in the rest of my time, I'd like to play some video games with my son, do anything outside, maybe cook out, maybe get some stuff to cook out, and play board games or something. I want to spend it with my family. I also want to be outside, and I also want to crochet. It's going to be hard fitting all that into one day, but I will tell you what I did after the day after leap day. But yeah, I feel like it's special. We get an extra day, an extra 24 hours. What are you going to do with it? Please tell me in the comments below. I would love to hear your plans. And let's see, what else? I can't think of much else, but and the other thing that I was going to do. Now, I don't want to waste my time watching movies. If we're going to play a game, I mean, yeah, that's on the TV, but we're actually doing something together, playing games as a family. I wouldn't want to sit there and waste the time watching a movie. For one, there's hardly no new movies out to watch that we haven't watched. And I feel like we always are sitting inside. So I just don't want to waste it inside the house. But at midnight, after the day is done, so I can say I didn't waste my time watching videos, I'm going to watch the movie Leap Year. It's my favorite movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I think it's awesome. It's about a girl who goes to, I won't want to give too much away if you've never watched it, but it's about a girl that goes to Ireland because there's and I'm not sure if this is actually a thing. I mean, if you're from Ireland or anywhere near there and please tell me in the comments. But in the movie, the idea is that it's a day when the women could ask the men to marry them in Ireland. And I'm not sure if that's really a thing or not. But okay, so in the movie she can, and so she's going to do that. She's going to propose to her boyfriend. That's all I'll tell you. That's the premise of the movie. It's hilarious. It's romantic. It has Ireland. There's green grass, and we have a lot of green grass here in the Ohio Valley. We live in southern Indiana, and it's very green all the time usually. I mean, the winter it gets a little brown, but not every winter. Sometimes we have green, even in the winter. But it's really green in the summertime. But Ireland is just a different kind of green. It's just beautiful. There's a reason why they call it the Emerald Isle. We have, like many people in our area, have some maybe tiny Irish ancestry. And I know everybody says that. Everybody wants to be Irish. But if you think about the geography of the United States and where the immigrants came, a lot of the Irish people came around Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana. It's similar to the climate in Ireland. And there's a lot of rain, and when it's cold, you know, it's similar. So a lot of people, when they came over here and settled, they would settle in areas that was a lot like their homelands. For instance, in Michigan, there's a lot of Dutch. There's a lot of water in Michigan, and Holland's surrounded by water. So, you know, they looked for things that were similar to their homeland when they came and settled, when the Great Expansion happened and everybody settled off from the east off into the west, and we're in the Mideast. But anyway, so we have some Indian, some Irish. I mean, it's so far back, but you know, so I don't know. Ireland has always fascinated me. Also England, because of the history. England, Britain, or the UK, whatever the correct term is to call it. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments down below. But I love their history of, I mean, just so much happened there, you know, and if you dig just about anywhere, you're probably going to find an old pot or something. And I would die to go visit my friend and dig in her backyard. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't let me do that. But I'd be like, come on, kids, I'll buy you candy. Help me dig. But anyway, but Ireland is one of those places that if I wasn't scared half to death of planes, and I've been on them, so don't say it's different what you know. I've been on them. I know it's scary. I don't like it. But Ireland is one of those places that I wish there was a highway over the ocean so I could just drive there and visit, because I just think that it's awesome, and I just want to go be there. I want to buy wool from there. I want to walk along the stone fences. I want to go to the cliffs and see the ocean. You know, I mean, we have ocean, but I just want to see it from the Ireland cliffs, you know. I know it's a lot to ask, but anyway, I got off way off track, but y'all know me. But anyway, so what's your favorite thing that you would like to do with your extra time? I'm really curious. I hope that you all participate. I hope you all have watched this long. I should have kind of mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but it is what it is. So let me know, and I'm gonna let you go because I know I stopped the video after a little bit because I got a phone call. So I know that the time on my camera is not accurate because it says 31 minutes. So I know we're probably into 40 minutes long, and so I need to get off here. Probably everybody is clicked out by now. But those of y'all that stayed, you're a rock star. Remember to spread your craft, spread your passion, spread your joy, and be a little joy bomb in your corner of the world. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.